super excited to have you guys back to class. Alright? Don't forget, this is Master Builders Academy. If you are new in this YouTube channel, do consider subscribing to this YouTube channel and ensure that you turn on the post notification button for more exciting videos. And don't forget, don't skip any part of these videos as you watch them, or including this particular video. And ensure that you avoid every unnecessary distractions anytime you are set to watch our videos and to learn new concepts. Finally, if there be any part in this video you do not understand, please, it is in video format, so you have the opportunity to replay it over and over again till you understand what we teach here. And finally, guys, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and make a necessary comment. Now, let's get to work. Now, this is a continuation class, and we have been looking at measurement in physics, right? Now, we have talked about measurement, and we have looked at physical quantities. We talked about fundamental physical quantities, and also the derived physical quantities. And we also talked about the major three fundamental quantities. Who can remind me? Yes, which is meter, mass, and what? The time. So, in this class, we will be looking at units of measurement. We said earlier on that the reason why we take measurement is to be able to ascertain the size, the quantity or amount, or the degree of something. Now, after something has been measured, how will you identify that this belongs to this class, this belongs to this class, and this one belongs to this other class? What distinguishes that is the unit of measurement. So a quantity can be measured with the unit of measurement. You should be able to ascertain that this one is mass. Because we already talked about the fundamental physical quantities. Of course, we are measuring fundamental physical quantities and the derived physical quantities. So it is either we measure time, we measure length, we measure mass, and any other aspect of them that we mentioned earlier. Is that correct? Any other fundamental or derived quantities that we mentioned here. Okay? So if I mention mass in an experiment, then I also measured time in an experiment, then I measured mass in an experiment, I measured length in an experiment, and I put them all together. How will I be able to differentiate one from the other? What gives you the opportunity to be able to differentiate one from the other is what we call system of units. This unit of measurement, so we have what we call system of units. Now, generally in sciences and engineering, listen carefully, in sciences and engineering, we have three types of measurements of units. We have three types of units of measurement. Number one is the meter, kilogram, second system, which is popularly known as M.B.F system. Alright? This is number one, units of measurement. And these units of measurement that we have here, they are purely restricted to the three most fundamental quantities that we talked about. Alright? Then the second aspect of it is centimeter, gram, seconds, system. Are we there? Yes, system. And this is something as what? CGX system. This is the second aspect of units of measurement. Then the last but not the least is foot, pounds, seconds system. And this is FPS system. Just taking only the acronyms, the first letters of each to form this what? Short words. Are we there? Now, these are the basic three fundamental system of unit of measurement. And now these last two are basically what we call Gaussian system. Alright? This is what we actually call Gaussian. Why this last one practically is engineering aspect of it. Purely engineering. But listen carefully as we study at this level of physics. We majorly recognize this first case, which is MKX internationally, all over the world today. This is what is worldwide accepted. This is what is used in most of the countries in the world. Are you there? So, all of these three systems here are the system of units of measurement. While meter, centimeter, and foot are unit of measurement of length. These are units of measurement of length. Don't forget, all the first words here, the first one here, the first one here, the first one here also, they are all the unit of measurement of length. Then we have kilogram, gram. Now, kilogram and grams are units of measurement of mass. Yes, unit of measurement of mass. Then, pound, which happens to be this middle term here, is the unit of measurement of force. And when we get there, you get it to know, but understand that pound is the unit of measurement of force. And like we said earlier, is basically used in engineering cycle. Alright? Now, the Y seconds that you have across the three types of system of units is the unit of measurement of time. Now listen, like I just mentioned now, in physics all over the world, sciences and accepted respectively. It is this first case, which is MKX, meter, kilogram, and second system of unit that is generally accepted. So we therefore call this system of unit as Syeteme. We therefore call this as what? Syeteme Internationale the units. So all across the major countries of the world, this system of unit here, MKX, system of unit, is what is generally used. And in today's world, we call it Syeteme Internationale the unit, which means S.I Unit, that you popularly know. So as we teach in this course, we will be using this shortcut, S.I Unit. So when anything is measured in physics, what tells us the type of quantity it is the S.I Unit. Sometimes the quantity name may not be mentioned as you journey through the question or as you read through the article, but when you are giving any value with the help of the S.I Unit, you are able to know that this particular quantity belongs to this family, belongs to this, via the help of the S.I Unit. And that's the reason why you must not play with the S.I Unit. Now guys, in physics, we have two types of units. Yes, we have two types of what? S.I Unit. One is now types. One is also what? The fundamental units. Then the other is derived units. Now guys, for fundamental units are the units of the basic fundamental quantities. So they are the unit from which other units in physics are being obtained. Every other unit in physics depends on fundamental unit to derive or obtain their own units. So fundamental units in physics are the basic unit from which other system of units are obtained. If I have mass, the SI unit of mass in physics is kilogram. If I have length, the SI unit of length in physics is meter. Now also, if I have time, the SI unit of time in physics is seconds. Of course, you know that time can be given in years, it can be given in months, it can be given in weeks, it can be given in days, it can be given in hours, it can be given in minutes, and it can be given in seconds. But in physics, what is recognized in physics is seconds. That means if you are given an hour, before you can put that value to work, there is need for conversion. And that's what we are going to be looking at in our next video, next class. Are you there? So what we are going to be looking at in our next class is how to convert one unit to the other. Very, very important, because if you do not know how to convert unit from other units to the actual unit, then you will have it all wrong. Because most of us, we don't know how to do basic conversions in physics. So if I am given centimeter, of course I know the unit of length can be in kilometer, can be given in centimeter, can be given in millimeter, can be given in foot, can be given in inch. If they are given in any of these units, there is need for me to convert to meter before I can put it to work. Otherwise, if I impute the value like that or substitute the value like that, I'm going to have it all wrong. So now from this class, understand that any problem you will be solving in physics, mass must be in kilograms. So if it is given in any other unit, you must convert to this. Length is measured in what? Meter. Then if it is given in any other unit, you must convert to meter before you can put that unit to work. Then time is given in second, recognized in second in physics. Therefore, if it is given in any other unit, there is a need for you to convert to seconds before you can make use of that value. Have I made myself clear? Very, very important. Before you can multiply two values or divide two values, they must have their unit in order. So, an order, if I have temperature, temperature is measured in Kelvin, S.I Unit. So guys, all I need you to do for me now at this stage is for you to visit your textbook or textbooks either and help me study more on fundamental units. Now I listed 4. Current is there. Okay? Current is there, which is called what? Ampere. Then amount of substance is there, which is measured in mole. All of these things, they are all there. So you go to visit your textbook or your material PDF or whatever and get to know more of fundamental quantities and their respective units. Then when we come to derived units are the units that are obtained from fundamental units. And these units are obtained either by multiplying or dividing two fundamental units. Now, what about that? Derived quantities are obtainable from fundamental quantities. The same way derived units are obtainable from fundamental quantities. Therefore, for me to get examples of derived units, I need to know derived quantity, because derived quantities have derived units. All derived physical quantities have derived units. So one of these that I remember is velocity. So velocity, we said earlier on that velocity is what? Distance over time. And the SI unit is meter over seconds, meter per seconds, as we call it. Or you can put it this way, ms raised to power minus 1. Are you there? Then we have acceleration, which is what? Change in velocity or increase in velocity over time. And this gives us meter per second squared. This is the SI unit. Then we have what we call force, which is what? Mass times acceleration. And the unit of force is Newton. And And Newton in its similar form is kilogram meter per second square. Then we have also work done, which is force times distance, and the unit is joule, and this by extension is kilogram meter square second square. So this is the unit of work done. Then we have power, we have pressure, and so many other derived quantities that we have. So you see now, the unit is meter per second. And if you look at all these units that are here, they respect meter, mass, and time. Seconds. Are we there? So you must understand that in physics, accept this fact that the unit of measurement of mass is kilogram. So if it is not in kilogram, there is a call for conversion. The unit of measurement of length is in meter as accepted. Then if it is not given in meter, then there is a call for conversion. Then also the unit of measurement of time is in what? In seconds. Therefore, if it is not in seconds, then there is a call for conversion. So ensure that before you solve any problem in physics using any of these three fundamental quantities, they must be in this unit, except it is stated otherwise. If the question says you leave your answer in the units that the question came with, then that you are going to go. But if not stated that way, you must ensure that you convert to the acceptable SI unit. That's when you have the correct answer. So guys, at this point, I've been able to explain the basis of the things that you need under the units of measurement. So if, for instance, now let's quickly look at some examples. If I am given 200 kg, guys, what now? This is the magnitude, which is the size or the quantity. Why this is what? The unit. This is the measurement, the size, the amount or the degree of its availability. Are you there? Now, but this is the unit. So if I have 200 kg and I have 200 meter, what is the difference between this and this? Or I have 200 seconds. What are the difference? The difference is that this 200 given in kilogram is mass. This one given in meter is distance or length. Why this one given in seconds is time. So I don't need a prophet to tell me that this one is mass. Why? Because the unit of measurement of mass in kilogram. So any value that carries kilogram is directly what? A mass. Hope this is clear. So sometimes you can be given question whereby the name of the quantity is not mentioned. The value and the units that you are given will guide you through. So if I ask you to differentiate between these three now, of course I know you can. You can do it. Why? Because you already understand what units is all about. So unit helps you to identify the quantity you are dealing with, whether they are being mentioned or not. So when you are able to get yourself familiar with the basic units needed in physics, guys, like I said earlier, you will not have problem with physics. And that's the reason why I said that there are some basic principles and rules that you need to know before you can be good with physics. And that's why I said there is no way you can be good in physics as well if you do not have a role model, because you need someone to hold you by the hand and walk you through the process of solving some certain things and getting to know some certain things that are standard. There are things that are standard. You don't play with them. They are standard. All you just need to do is to accept them by faith and follow up. Accept them by faith and follow up. But provided that you don't manipulate figures, you don't manipulate values, stand and work based on principles provided, then you will not be misled. Now, so via this, I know that any value that is given in kilogram is mass. Any value that is given in meter is length, and any value that is given in seconds is time. If this is understood, guys, then we don't have issues. So if I give you random numbers with respective units now, you should be able to tell me, so if I now have 1.88a, I know that what is measured in ampere, the unit of a quantity that is measured in ampere is current. Then if I now have 220 Kelvin, I know that what is measured in Kelvin is temperature. Then if I now have 0.005 mole, I know that what is measured in mole is what? Amount of substance. And this aspect we did more of this in chemistry. When we get to chemistry, guys, and we also open your eyes to some certain principles that you need to know. So don't forget, this is Master Builders Online Academy. Follow us up in all our social media platforms where you can learn and learn and learn and learn and learn. Yes, you learn, unlearn, and relearn in our platform. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not done so, and ensure that you turn on the post notification bell for more exciting videos. And don't forget to like this video, share this video, and make your necessary comment. We love you. Thanks for watching and thanks for following us. You can check the description below where you will find the link to the next video. See you guys in the next class.